on back.
I didn't realize that we went down.
Yeah. Sean,
Sorry about that.
Is Sean ready to take a break after the match, just like Daniel. But I think we're set up pretty well here. Get to talk about the matchup here as we're going to see it.
Absolutely. So walk me through Aleko's deck, or should I walk you through it?
Aleko's deck. I'd be happy to. Yeah. So Aleko's deck, core gameplay. Make a land that taps for 2 mana. Doesn't matter how.
Fertile Ground is the secret.
Yeah, we got Fertile Ground, Sheltered Eyrie, a 3 mana common from one of the M sets, I think.
Yeah, one of the core sets, I believe.
Yeah, or Karoo in the form of Simic Growth Stream.
Those are all options.
That's
So
right.
what happens is once you have these double mana sources, you turn it into a main land with one of 2 options, either Wind's Endicon or Lightspark Spellbomb.
That's right.
Then what you do is now that it's a creature, you can enchant it with this sick little enchantment it calls Making Superman.
That's right. Freed from the real, Saviors of Kamigawa common, blue to tap enchanted creature, and blue to untap enchanted creature.
You know, if you had asked me what rarity that card was earlier today, I would have said rare.
So, I have had the great fortune to be able to cast Freed from the Real in limited matches
Yeah.
because my deck was really bad and I needed a Narcolepsy.
Okay,
Because you
reasonable.
can enchant your opponent's creature, pay blue, make a tap.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
Very expensive Narcolepsy.
Yeah, not good.
Can you kill it with it? Just give it a bunch of power? Because isn't it gets +1, -1 until end of turn? Isn't that one of the things
So now
Super Real does?
You're thinking of Pimmons Aura.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so-
actually exactly what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, Pimmons Aura, Scourge, uncommon, not available for play in the set.
That's the one that turns something into Morphling, right?
Yeah, blue, 1, enchanted creature. You can do 5 things. Pay blue, give it flying, give it shroud, untap it, +1,
-1.
-1, +1. Now, Freed from the Real is a significantly simpler version of the card.
Is it just tap and untap?
Yeah, blue to tap it, blue to untap it. Simple as that.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually hoping for a situation where Aleko's in dire straits and needs to cast one of his multiple Freed from those in his hand as a Narcolepsy.
Yeah, just to keep the eye block down. Nice down.
Exactly.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, actually
Yeah.
pretty good if you put it on Kabuto Moth.
I don't know what that card does.
It's tap to give a creature +1/+2.
Oh, spicy.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you can pay a blue to give a creature +1, +1, 2.
That's a lot of money. I
Yeah.
think that combo was probably unbeatable in Kamigawa Black Limited.
Probably.
Admittedly.
One of the most
Bit-
powerful.
yeah,
Anyways,
bit of
so this combo deck that Aleko is playing, what happens? You have this mana source. You have a land that produces multiple mana.
You got a creature land taps for 2 mana.
Then you put Free from Real on it.
That's right.
You then tap that land for mana. You get 2 mana. You use one of those mana that's blue, untap it.
That's right.
Do it again.
Do it again.
Why not? Why stop there?
Exactly. And Aleko's got a couple ways to take advantage of this infinite mana. He's got 2 Train of Thought to draw his entire deck, just in case things go sour. He's got a full 4 Drift of Phantasms, which is very, very good, very elegant deck building here. Is you can pay blue 1 to discard it to search for any card cost 3.
Transmute.
That's right. You can fetch up.
Well, what's the win condition that you can fetch up with Drift of Phantasms?
I'm glad you asked. It's as simple as Valakut Invoker.
Oh man, that
yeah.
card is from Battle for Zendikar, right?
That's right. Yeah.
For 8 mana, you can do 3 damage to target creature or player.
That's right.
And it's red and 2, so once you have infinite mana, you can safely cast it, and then
right.
safely spend 8 mana as many times as you want, even maintaining priority between each one if you so choose.
Should you so need, just
You,
in case.
you then 8 billion your opponent and all of their creatures. So
And the game's over.
pretty clean combo actually. Very quick finish.
You have 4 mana and 3 to cast Free from the Real, 1 to untap, start the chain going. So you can start it with 3 lands on the field. Get things kicked off.
Absolutely. So they're ready to start. So we're going to go ahead and dive into the match right now. And one of the reasons I really like this deck is the addition of 3 Giga Drowses. So Giga Drowse is blue and it's got Replicate, and it just taps target permanent. But Replicate works even if your opponent counters a spell. If you replicate it 4 times and they counter it once, you'll still get the 4 replicates.
Yeah, Replicate works similar to Storm, as you get an additional copy of the spell for each time you pay the Replicate cost.
It happens when you cast, not when it resolves, so that's where the big matter is. Anyways, so Sam, we haven't updated the name yet.
Yeah, so Aleko on our right,
Yes.
playing that Free from the Real deck. Daniel Ho in the same position that he's been
For 3 consecutive matches. Hasn't moved.
Yep, that's really something. Yeah. Oh, and Aleko in 3rd means he's going to get to win the die roll.
Yeah.
And is rewarded with a mulligan. Start things off.
Yeah, reasonable.
Yeah,
this
James-
deck does mulligan very well, though. There's only a few cards you need, so you got to find those specific cards.
Yeah, and Drift of Phantasms only doesn't find 1/3 of the combo in the thing that makes the creature, the land a creature.
Yes, correct.
You need either that Lightspark Spellbomb or that Wind's Endicon.
Absolutely.
Excuse me, a little hiccup there.
But Giga Drowse is so powerful against other control decks just
Yeah.
because end step you can Giga Drowse all of their lands, and there's not a good way to counter Giga Drowse.
Yeah, they've got to fight really hard to leave a single land up.
They have to spend 2 cards to leave a land up
Exactly.
sometimes.
Yeah, Giga Drowse, when it got printed, got called out as being, the poor man's mana short.
Yes.
Yeah, mana short, a rare from whenever.
7th edition was the first time I saw it. I really like the art. It's one of my favorite arts on a card.
I'm a big fan. I wish I had a. Bet that card looks beautiful in foil.
It does.
So,
I will tell you that much.
Delver of Secret's going to start things off for Daniel. Going to start taking swings out of Aleko's 22 life
Yeah,
points.
Aleko's going to gain 2 off of those Thornwood Falls.
You see if he's rewarded with the flip.
Doesn't even check. Oh, there it goes.
Oh.
Too late. He probably said go to draw, and then.
I would have allowed it for
Me
whatever
too.
that's worth.
Me too. The second it touches the hand, then I would be like, I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah.
It's just that's the rule. You know what I mean? Instead, we're going to see a second Delver of Secrets, followed by a Terramorphic Expanse. I like the Terramorphic play here, as he can basically filter to set up one of those Delvers to pretty much guaranteed flip.
Yeah, he's
So
got
there's the Sheltered Area. I imagine that's coming down on an island this turn.
basic island.
Ship the turn
Sheltered
back.
Area gives the Enchanted Land the ability to tap for 2 mana of any one color.
Oh, is that what it does?
Yeah.
I thought it's whenever it becomes tapped, it adds 2 mana. I thought it was a double Fertile Ground.
Oh no, you're thinking of Market Festival or Dawn's Reflection.
I think it's Dawn's Reflection.
Yeah.
Market Festival gains you life, but it's a Fertile Ground.
And the Market Festival is the one that costs 4 mana. That's when Charles was playing in his
Oh, man.
in his Psychic Puppetry deck that we never got to see on camera, which
very
is really a
true.
shame.
Very true. Yeah.
Daniel fetches an end step. Looks like he is.
He wants the black mana.
Yeah, he needs to have that Ghastly Demise on deck. Ghastly Demise is one of the few ways that the Blueback Delver deck is going to be able to interact with Freed from the Real.
Oh, finds a Ghastly Demise.
Oh,
Double
that's-
tap.
That's huge.
That's what a start.
Yeah, Aleko gets to see it coming too. Knows he's going to have to burn one of his Giga Drives in order to get things or protect his combo.
To be fair, normally that's what you do with Giga Drowse anyways.
Yeah,
So.
well, no, he's going to have to do it now.
Yeah, now he's obligated to. You can't just ignore it.
And and speaking of ignoring it, now all of a sudden Aleko's on a.
Fortune Clock.
Yeah, that's not very much. Without access to fog or.
There's a Giga Drowse though.
That's very nice. Actually gets to save him a lot of life as well.
Yeah, as this Giga Drowse could be used to tap both creatures and lands at the same time. So Train of Thought gonna happen.
Draw
replicated
2.
once.
Okay.
Yeah, draw 2. Give me that and give me that. And I imagine he's just gonna play a land and pass.
Basic on to follow up. Then gonna
Fetch
fetch.
at end step with that Terramorphic.
Yeah, gonna set his graveyard up to have just enough cards to kill a Wind Zendikon.
Yes, that's the big one. Life Spark Spellbomb also potential.
Yeah,
However-
makes it a 3/3.
Yes. However, I don't really think that this is going to matter too much, as Aleko's going to be able to Giga Drowse ties all of Daniel's permanents on Daniel's upkeep, probably, including a Delver, so that he gets an extra turn. That way. One of the things he's got to watch out for, though, is if one of the Giga Drowses targeting a Delver gets countered,
Yeah,
then Delver can get through.
get some more damage in. Mental note: the draw for Daniel makes that Ghastly Demise very lethal.
Very much. And you know what? Aleko's at exactly 9, which means that one more swing unharassed.
1.5.
Yeah, 1.5 swings. So Daniel just has to counter one of the Giga Drowses targeting a Delver of Secrets, and he can pretty much close the game out.
But Aleko has 6 blue mana.
Yeah. So you can make a lot of targets, is what it comes down to.
Absolutely.
The problem is that means that he's going to have to double target the Delvers and then double target the Swamp. But that might be just okay.
Yeah, Impulse at sorcery speed, gonna set Aleko up for his final turn. Sees,
I believe that's another Sheltered Area.
I think that's Fertile Ground.
Oh, is it?
Oh no, you might be right actually.
I think it's Sheltered Area in 3 lands. It's going to take a Sheltered Area.
Okay, yeah. Casting it a little risky now,
Absolutely.
but instead Aleko might want Elect. Oof. We can sit on-
Electo?
Oh, that's good. We've been sitting on that one for a while.
Yeah.
Might want to play his Simic Growth Chamber, pick up his Bounce Land. It's going to be able to gain 1 additional life.
I'll pick up
after
one of
taking-
the game
Yeah,
lands.
it's gonna kind of buy him half a turn. Maybe relevant with that Giga Drowse.
Very relevant, actually. I think that's a huge line. As now, he doesn't have to worry about the Delvers, so he can double tap the Swamp, single tap all of the islands, and say, what do you want to do?
Exactly. Though if he decides to play Sheltered Area now, it looks like he's going for that. Daniel doesn't mind. Says that resolves.
Sure.
And
Did Aleko play land this turn? He did, right? Yeah.
he did not.
Oh.
Or he made it. He played.
I think he did.
He played Island. You're right.
See a mental note.
Another mental note.
One of the notes written down was another note.
That's hilarious.
I'm getting nested real quick, like.
Oh yeah.
Did he draw a mental note as well?
He did. He did draw mental note off that mental note. Okay, yeah. And the land coming down for Aleko, gonna wrap his turn up.
Oh, gotcha.
Keelan now draws 2 cards, and that's the 5th mental note, I think. It's a lot.
Mental note number 8.
Yeah.
I thought that was Ancestral Recall for a second. I was like, geez, that's a very powerful comment.
Yeah, I think that one's nice. Yeah, the swing here from Aleko onto Aleko gonna bring him down to 3 life.
And
And
here's, yeah, that gain life's going to matter.
yeah, he's He's not too far off from just activating Valakut Invoker for retail.
Yeah, just value.
Yeah.
Get him.
He needs to actually cast it.
Yeah, well, he's got Sheltered Ares. He can produce some blue mana or red mana if he so chooses. We're gonna start out with what looks like a Ponder.
Okay.
So what piece is Aleko mixing?
Free Twin Reel.
Ah, well, you know, found it.
Yeah.
Did it.
Yeah, I think that's an easy keep here. Actually,
Keep it. Holla.
oh. Lock you back.
Land for the turn. Interesting. So he did not play the gain land.
Yeah, elects to play the elects to play the untapped land here, so that he has.
We're gonna make that joke a lot, aren't we?
Oh, it's really good. The untapped land here is going to gain him some life by kicking the Giga Drowse an additional time.
Blue, blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got 8 mana. So
He's only got 6. He's got 6
1,
blue to work
2
with.
Oh, right, I
Sheltered
counted.
Ares
Yeah.
adds an ability.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, so 6 copies of Giga Drowse are gonna come up in Daniel's main phase, and if I'm Aleko, I might have elected. Still funny. It looks like that he's doing this in the combat phase. There's an argument for casting this in the upkeep.
So it looks like he's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you said 7, right?
It's just 6. Yeah, 2 on each of the Delvers, 1 on the swamp, 1 on an island.
Oh, okay, I was thinking that he's gonna double tap the swamp as well. I think you might need to because a counter spell there pretty much ruins you.
Yeah, he can miscalculate 1 targeting the swamp.
I think that's what he has to do, and that's why I think you wanted to double tap on the swamp.
Yeah, but if but then miscalculate on that means that he can go double, and then Daniel just passes with double blue.
Oh, very true.
Yeah. Daniel might have to discard. There goes that gonna work.
There it goes.
Another Giga Drowse would be big.
He knows what he's drawing a Free Twin Reel, though. Or Drift Phantasm, sorry. Does it have flying Drift
It
Phantasm?
does have flying.
Could be relevant.
You know what he could do here? He can cast Windzimicon and Drift Phantasms.
Oh, combat step, baby.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
actually not going to work very well, as Daniel has about 1 trillion rules.
I would say anywhere between 1 and a million.
Does Aleko have a gain land in his hand still?
He does.
Okay, so he can play that.
Play
And-
cast Drift Phantasms, guaranteed to die. Cast Windzimicon, also guaranteed to die. Now we'll see if he plays it out. Yeah. Oh, here
Hard
comes.
cast the Drift of Phantasms.
Yep. And now needs to protect it. We know that, but this play doesn't really make sense, as it still loses to destroy target creature.
Yeah.
It just loses to more destroy target creatures.
Yeah.
Anything in sorcery speed is gonna be enough.
Oh. You know, he's got a second one.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, I thought he pondered and saw 2.
Oh, well, he drew the drift this turn, but he may have put.
Oh,
this-
maybe it was a Drift and
he
a
may
Free
have,
Twin Reel.
may have sandwiched it. Yeah, and now.
I don't think that it was 2 and a Drift Phantasms.
Yeah.
But we shall see.
Yeah. Daniel now revealing the drift of the Ghastly Demise, which Aleko had played around.
Go ahead and icy that guy. Take 3, down to 1. Show me your
We'll
moves.
see what the draw. We know Aleko knows it. It's a forest.
Yeah.
That's not enough.
Leko's just going to go ahead and scoop him up.
Yeah.
Man, the double Delver start was just a little too explosive.
Good in Legacy, good in Modern, good in.
It's good in Pauper, yeah. Good versus a combo deck with no way to interact besides using one of the combo pieces.
So yeah, to mess with it. Yeah, Giga
Other
Drowse-
way, other way.
Yeah, Aleko dropping that game. Daniel picking up, rattling off his 4th match in a row from that same hot seat.
Yeah, he's really going King of the Hill style here.
Definitely. Head over to the sideboard. Daniel looks like he's going to bring in. I have nothing. I have a Dispel. Dispel might be good.
No? Giga Drowse, I think, is the only target in Aleko's deck.
Yeah, well, I mean, he would have lost to it. Yeah, Impulse and Instant, Train of Thought, a Sorcerer.
Yeah.
Maybe you bring in Stormgeist, I guess. Oh, you can bring in Hydroblast. The Valakut Invoker.
That's pretty spicy.
Yeah, I think I might do it, actually.
Yeah, very reasonable.
Yeah, it's definitely better than Stinkweed did.
Does Aleko have another way to win?
He has a second Drift of Phantasms. I'm sorry, second Valakut Invoker.
Okay. Is that his only way to win, though? Is Valakut Invoker? Okay. All right.
Yeah,
And then Aleko, on the other hand, he has a bunch of fog specs, a lot of dispel effects, another Giga Drowse.
Yeah,
He
I
can
like-
bring in Spore Frog.
I actually kind of like Spore Frog. Just
Do
I
you
like it as a card.
So he's got 4 fogs and 1 Spore Frog. Which
That's
one?
5 frogs.
Well, 1 frog, but 5 fogs. 1 frog, 5 fogs. 1 frog,
Card Kingdom,
5
Rags
fogs.
to Riches 3, 4 fogs, 5 frog. No, 4 fogs, 5 fogs.
4 cards called Fog,
Get me
5
outta
effects
here.
called
I
Fog.
can't English anymore. So I think
Name like Fog, name equals Fog. Very different things. Got some database admin, yeah.
it's a good sequel.
I'm glad you knew. I'm glad you
Nice,
knew.
very nice. So I think if you're bringing in 4 fogs, probably bring in the frog too.
Yeah.
The,
I like Frog actually slightly more than Fog.
yeah, as it blocks.
Well, it blocks and also it doesn't get countered by more counter spells.
Oh, that's a good point.
It does get killed by removal spells,
Yeah,
but
you get to dump it really early, and I think getting extra removal out of the blue-black Delver player's hand has some value to it.
absolutely. And that's pretty much it. I
Yeah.
don't really know what comes out.
Yeah, he might
This
be
deck
able
looks very tight in terms of what you can board out. I imagine the Train of Thoughts are coming out.
Yeah, he could shave a Windsendicon. I think it's a lot worse than a Life Spark Soul Bomb.
I can see that.
Although you can't really afford to shave much of those. Probably not cantrips either. Oh, we'll see.
We shall see. Yeah, I don't think you want to board out cantrips ever. That I think is always wrong.
Yeah. Look at taking the play for this second game in our finals match here at Card Kingdom's Rags to Riches 3, the last crusade.
But not the last tournament.
not this time.
I got you.
I appreciate you. Looking forward to Rags to Riches 4, A New Hope.
Yeah, is that what the next one's going to be?
If it isn't, then someone should be fired.
I'm in.
I would Twitch chat if you can generate a better movie title pun than that.
Please feel free.
Yeah, hit me up.
It's not really a movie title hunt. It's just the most well-known number 4.
Well, yeah, that's right. Yeah, the
Rags to Riches 4 of the Prisoner of Azkaban. Or Goblet of Fire, sorry. Goblet of
I
Fire.
thought that was on purpose.
No, it actually wasn't. I just goofed.
Well, that's okay. When's then to come the draw off that shuffled ponder?
Not a bad draw.
Yeah, we'll see
So I'm
if
going to start out with an island into what looks like a Delver of Secrets on turn 1.
that
Classic.
That card qualifies.
There's a Hydroblastable spell right there.
Yeah.
Aleka's going to ponder again. I wonder if he's going to keep this time. Finds a ponder in what looks like 2 lands. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's an easy shuffle here. He's constrained on resources, wants to find stuff that matters.
Absolutely. He's got enough lands already.
Yeah.
I think it's a big deal.
Especially in the face of this Delver of Secrets, needs to really hit critical turns, do stuff when he has the option.
Needs to get to the do stuff turn.
Yeah,
Draw off this ponder. Hits a Giga Drowse. Great cards.
absolutely.
Play what looks like a forest and a Lifespark Spellbomb.
Kind of hoping for Spore Frog here.
Me too. The dream.
Yeah, lined up against Delver of Secrets. I'll take the Spore Frog in that fight.
Unless
against
Delver flips.
Sectile Aberration.
Draw for the turn. It's a Delver of Secrets. That's pretty neat.
And with Daniel having having a brainstorm in his hand means that he might be able to set up next turn for a 6-point swing.
I assume that's what he's going to do. Brainstorm's very good at doing that.
Means Aleko's going to be under a lot of pressure.
Just as much pressure as last game. The double Delver start from this Delver deck is just very powerful against a combo deck. And like we saw it, Aleko was maybe 1 turn away from winning last game.
Yeah,
And if he didn't have to ice one of the Delvers, I think he would have been able to.
that's right.
Because then he would have been able to ice double Swamp, double Delver, Island.
Daniel sits back.
Alex not to. He was going to leave this counterspell. Oh, Aleko's going to cycle. He's got a Windsendicon, so he just wants to get into his deck at this point. Hits. Is that a Guildgate?
Yeah,
The Simic Guildgate?
super unfortunate here. Brainstorm in the end step. Gonna set Daniel up for a big turn. Well, flip the Delver. I think that's a big enough turn.
Daniel did bring in the Hydroblast,
Of
though.
course he brings an Hydroblast. It makes perfect sense.
It does. It
Against
does.
the blue-green deck. Why wouldn't you want it?
Yeah, why would you want a Hydroblast versus a blue-green deck?
Yeah, we know it to be. It's gonna be a big game here.
It's a spicy meatball, that's for sure.
That's a lot of nuts. You want fries with that? Putting 2 cards back here. I think Daniel might elect to draw the accumulated knowledge.
Yeah, I think you don't want to reveal a removal spell.
Certainly not.
It doesn't. You can reveal any cantrip, though. They all do the same thing. It's going to be an AK this time.
Yeah. That one likely to sit in the hand for a while. Costing 2 mana is twice as much as 1.
That's true. I
John
did the
Madden.
math for you.
John Madden John Madden casting.
Yeah. Swing 4-3, and is Daniel going to pass the turn? Does he have another land to play?
He has to play Delver of Secrets. I think he's contractually obligated.
The law says that he is.
And he's got a Dismal Backwater to follow it up.
Very
Means that his pacing last turn was a little suspect. Because now it doesn't have Deprive for Aleko's acceleration. Should he so?
Aleko just ships the turn back? Is
No,
that what I saw? Oh, I saw him do a little hand thing.
I think he dinged that he drew another Windsendicon. He actually could just cast one now.
Yeah, cast them both. Get 2 wins in.
But here comes Fertile Ground.
Very, very reasonable choice. Pass the turn.
Pretty quick feat. Now Aleko's got 2 Giga Drowses.
Very powerful.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you honestly fire one off here. I definitely
so.
see a case for, well, on, Daniel's upkeep. Maybe
Yeah.
you wait until his end step.
I think that makes sense. Daniel's likely to deploy another land. And you want to see if he has a single black up.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you can afford to leave him back with a single blue. Need to worry about a null.
Spell Pierce, maybe?
Yeah, I know actually sees play though. Spell Pierce is just so bizarrely terrible in this format.
I don't think it's that bad. I don't think I've been seeing it in a lot of decks, but I think it's a lot better than Force Spike.
Yeah. Force Spike can't counter Delver Seals.
And this is true, but only on the play.
That's true. Flip into
Reveal a Deprive.
reveals a counterspell.
Ambitious.
Yeah, I agree. But doesn't want to waste time now. Yeah, he doesn't want to reveal a Hydroblast. Now that's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
big blowout.
Yeah, that's the one you don't want to reveal.
Yeah.
He drops a Terramorphic, so this is actually very bad for Daniel. Oh,
Yeah.
looks like Aleko's not going to end step Giga Drowse.
Yeah, he doesn't have the free from the reel yet.
Oh, that's true.
He needs
That's
to buy
true.
a little more time. Yeah,
Got
although-
double Winds Endicon.
yeah, I think now's the time to cast that Winds Endicon on that forest.
Really?
You want to block.
Okay.
Yeah, get to reset the land.
All right, I can get behind that.
And if you're
Looks like Aleko's thinking about it. Looks like he's going for
I
it.
think it's correct.
I think you might be right. Bam, here it is.
2/2 flyer. How do you feel about that?
Not on the one that I put Rainbow Growth on.
Heads up. All right. Yeah, Aleko clearly trying to block here.
So when that creature dies, the forest goes back to Aleko's hand. The Winds Endicon goes to the graveyard.
That's right.
We're going to see a Doomblade on the end step, kill that forest. Zendikon in the bin.
There it is. Forest back in the hand. All right. Instep fetch for Daniel here, and Aleko's still needing to find.
I think Aleko should probably be tapping these Delvers down just to give him extra turns.
If he top decks freed from the reel at any point, he's going to be able to win the game on the spot. As long as he doesn't get his Valakut Invoker Hydroblasted, that'll be
that's-
really embarrassing.
That's the big gotcha. That might just be the end of this event.
Yeah.
Split pop. Honestly, that'd be a very cool end. So Aleko's going to take. Oh,
Yeah.
Aleko's going to take 6 here. Go down to 5.
Yeah, now might be the time he goes for the Instep Giga Drowse on the mana sources. Leave Daniel with a single blue open.
Do you leave him with a blue or a black? You leave him with a black or black. Right. Sorry. You take away his black. Leave him with blue.
Yeah.
If I can verbalize that.
The only way that the deck can interact with you is at.
You know what? Casting that Winds Endicon kind of costed him because he's not able to ice all of Daniel's lands.
That's true, but it did get a kill spell out of Daniel's hand.
That's true. But Daniel just has to have another removal spell, and it doesn't really matter all that much.
That's true. Yeah. But it has to be a one-mana removal spell in this case.
Yes, that's true. And I mean, Daniel did play a 2-mana removal spell earlier, so.
Actually, Daniel can deprive the. Yeah, Daniel can deprive the copy targeting the swamp.
Yes. So he's going to have an untapped swamp and an untapped island.
Yeah. Can't do it any other way though.
This is the way you have to tap.
Yeah.
Nope.
Can't do that.
Can't do that because you need double blue.
That's right. Yeah, and the awkward casting cost of deprive in this deck. Oh, he's just. Oh, there it is. Bounce an island. All right. I'll see if Aleko has it. It's Dispel.
Not that spell.
Dispel. Now it's awkward.
Well, you get a lot of taps here for Aleko.
That's true. Has to deploy
And one draw
force.
step.
I hope it's good. Yeah, and Daniel declining to actively casting deprive over the counterspell means that he's down a resource. Aleko might be able to take advantage of the
I think Aleko should have upkeep iced everything.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, has a chance.
I feel like you just limit your opponent's draw step. You don't really let them know what's going on.
Yeah. Although Daniel would be able to play an island.
Have Hydroblast up. However, Aleko did just draw a spell, so
Yeah, that's true.
that could matter.
Yeah, protect his Valakut Invoker, which he could have cast this turn.
I don't think you should have casted it this turn.
I agree. That's any option.
Yeah. I think you should not cast that card unless you're about to say, I'm going to maintain priority and activate this 10,000 times.
Yeah, with 8 mana on the field, there's an argument for casting it. I think if you think your opponent's boarded out all their removal, you can imagine when they do
I
that.
don't think they'd do that. Especially not in a Delver deck that is all instant speed interaction.
that's
Very ambitious.
Yeah, Daniel now, taking it to the combat step. Look, he's gonna.
Is this only for 4 though? Oh, he wants to leave up Dispel, I guess?
Fair.
Okay. All right. I kind of like that, actually.
Yeah, although this does run the risk of, well,
He's going to leave the island up, and if Daniel casts a counterspell here, then Aleko would be able to dispel it, and Daniel would be tapped out. So the same thing would happen.
That's a good point, yeah.
Aleko is just basically knocking the top of the deck at this point, though. I think he wins if he hits the top. Oh, we're going to see what looks like a counterspell.
He's going to counterspell one targeting the Delver Seekers.
I assume so.
No, he's going to leave the swamp up. Wow, so ambitious. Yeah, you got to cast Dispel here.
Absolutely.
And then, but now,
But wait, there's more.
there's, right? Swamp gets tapped, Island go,
Islands go, yeah.
and now Hydroblast.
Oh my god, he drew a Drift of Phantasms.
Nah, he's short one.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too
Yeah,
bad.
taps 3, gets to get free from the real out. Put it. Well, he's actually short 2. He has to cast Winds and come as well.
So close, so
yeah.
close.
His route here, I don't see how he's going to be able to pull this one off.
He's got the win in his hand. Should he get enough mana? That's really too bad. He almost got out of here.
Yeah, he's very close. Can deploy the Drift of Phantasms, try to untap. Buy himself one more turn. Can't really cast Winds Endicon, that's terrible. Could transmute up Freed from the Real, that also seems bad. I actually can't do that. Needs 4 mana to get an activation out of that Freed from the Real.
In addition to the 1 mana for Winds Endicon.
He deploys Wind. Okay.
Oh, hardcast Drift Phantasms. Pass the turn.
Set things up for a big turn next turn.
We're going to see an Unstep Brainstorm.
Yeah. See if Dana can't find another removal spell. It's a land. It's another land.
And a Delver. Delver number 3.
Yeah.
And 2 Gurmag Anglers, Hydroblast are this hand in addition to the 2 lands and Delver he just found.
Yeah.
And so now it's really awkward because he doesn't want to play that Delver either because he doesn't want to reveal the Hydroblast.
Yeah. Well, he's got to put 2 cards back no matter what. I think it's.
I think it's going to be Island Terramorphic, draw the Terramorphic, crack to get rid of the island.
Yeah. Get a free shuffle out of that. Swings in for. Swings in.
Trades
Aleko-
with the island.
Yeah. No. I think it doesn't. Aleko can't trade.
You're right.
He still needs to peel. And actually, Daniel brainstorm locking himself here means that Aleko gets 1 more turn.
One more turn. One more turn.
Yeah. I gotta say, I find it weird to root for the combo deck, but here I am doing it anyway.
This combo deck is so cool.
It is really cool.
It's very powerful, and I feel like this is probably its worst matchup. This or Mono Blue Delver.
you're
Actually,
right.
I think this matchup's worse because this deck also has removal spells in black.
Yeah, Doomblade, Ghastly Demise is a big one. Yeah. Although,
Interesting. Daniel's going to play a land, or rather, not the Terramorphic.
yeah. Well, he's got Hydroblast. He's gonna put the burden on Aleko to get things going.
But yeah, I feel like Daniel could have.
Not done that.
That's not going to do it.
No, certainly not. Although, he can't cast the Valakut Invoker because he has to tap his creature to do it.
Oh man, that's too bad.
Yeah, really couldn't. And was so close to being able to activate it for paying retail.
I think that's just going to be match. Aleko's going to ship the turn.
Yeah.
We'll see how this turn ends up.
Daniel taking down what looks to be 3 consecutive matches to win the entire
Yeah.
Pauper tournament.
Burning the hot seat. He's on fire.
There it is.
What a win! What a winner!
Yeah. Didn't even get to cast Hydroblast.
Welcome back to the booth, guys. That was a very exciting Rags and Riches 3, The Last Crusade.
Yeah. We got to see all kind of matches. See the flattest metagame I've ever seen in this Pauper tournament. The biggest deck clocking in at 6 mono black and then like 40 one-ofs.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting. See the format wide open, right for brewing.
Yeah, very fun format, and I feel like Cloud of Fairies getting banned opened up a ton of different metagame options. However, we did see a Delver deck take it down. Delver is certainly a nightmare in every format it's legal in.
It's true. 1 mana, 3 power. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a good trade. You also get to play counterspells, so you know there's that. And I feel like those counterspells really mattered in that finals matchup.
Definitely right.
Great deck selection by David.
Daniel.
Oh my God.
That's okay. It's late.
I've been thinking way too much.
Yeah,
but anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first event you've seen here at Card Kingdom, we run weekly Legacy tournaments on Mondays. We'll start running weekly Modern tournaments and stream those on Sundays. And then we have about once every 2 or 3 weeks, we have a pretty big Saturday event. This is, of course, one of those.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's Legacy, sometimes it's Modern, sometimes it's Modern No Ban List, sometimes it's Pauper. We've had a Vintage one.
It's all kind of goodies coming to you live here at twitch.tv/cardgame.
So if you guys like what you see, if you like this content, please give us a follow and you will get notifications whenever we go live here at Card Kingdom. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Magic rules.